$500,000 associate positions. Paul, Dr. Nacho Goodman, founder of Dentist Job Connect and Dental Nachos, talking about a $500,000 associate position open right now with the awesome Dr. Scott. Dr. Scott, introduce yourself to our Nacho audience. You've made posts. I loved your office post today. You've been part of Dental Nachos. Tell us a little bit about your dental self and what you're doing in your practice.
Yeah, we've got I graduated in 2001 from Case Western Reserve. I live in Utah. We've got a practice that we grew from a two-chair practice, and just over the last 20 years, it's got 11 dental chairs, and we've got
Awesome.
an orthodontist, so a total of 20 chairs. So it's a small group practice. There's 3 dentists here at any given time, and there's 4 of us that kind of rotate through, and we see patients about 50 hours a week. Not everybody works 50 hours a week.
Yeah.
Really, I think I'm the only one that does that, but we just rotate and make that availability for our patients. So, our practice, we're very fun and friendly, driven to do great work for our patients. We enjoy spending time with each other. And this role is for someone that has some dental implant experience, some surgical experience, comprehensive dental experience. We see over close to 7,000 patients in our active patient base. And so with those kind of numbers, there's people that have worn dentition or want cosmetics. And so we're looking for someone that has the skill set and the training to do those cases, because we've got that little kind of specialty practice within a practice. Not everybody needs that, but there's a lot of people that do.
That's an awesome description. I want to share. I'm talking with the awesome Dr. Scott. He's one of our Dentist Job Connect clients. If you're looking to hire an associate, you can text hire to 215-798-9897 or reach out to us at dentistjobconnect.com. Dr. Scott is a position that has gotten a lot of attention because I like to just share the reality of things. Scott, what is the associate? You're replacing an associate that was with you for a period of time. What did they earn working in this position?
The last year that they worked for us, they made $556,000, and they'd been with us for about 3 years.
Phenomenal income to make. Now, just what made up, even if it's repeating or reinforcing, this is for a candidate. A candidate for this position has some surgical skills. Also, bread and butter, or I call kale and quinoa. People don't eat bread and butter anymore, Scott. I eat bread and butter on my cheat day, right? That when I was a kid, my grandmother always had bread and butter out. Maybe that's how we got into this, situation. But everyday dentistry is part of the job. Surgical skills, and you mention wisdom teeth is a benefit if they can do that?
Yeah. We every other Friday we do wisdom teeth days where we bring in an anesthesiologist and knock out 5 to 15 cases of wisdom teeth, and just it's all from our organic patient base, and someone that can do that's a very profitable day. So the ideal candidate would be able to do that as well.
To find out about this job specifically and our jobs, just text job to this number 215-798-9897 or visit dentistjobconnect.com. We were chatting before we started, Scott. I really like this kind of concept of a cultural fit, right? We're a team. I like basketball. I want to play in the NBA. That didn't work out so well for me. I wouldn't be doing this. They say your dreams can come true. My dream was to play for the Philadelphia 76ers, Scott, and that did not come true. But basketball is one of my favorite sports, team sport. What's this cultural fit mean to you in your practice?
Honestly, we spend so much time with each other. We want to enjoy the people that we're with. And so for us, it's people that, we're in healthcare, so you got to care about people. You got to care about your team. You got to care about the patients. You got to care about doing great dentistry. And that's really what we're all about. And we like to have fun, and we're friendly. Be respectful to every person that comes in the door. You got to have a dose of gratitude, because that just kind of makes life better. You recognize and appreciate the things that you have. And then teamwork, man, it takes teamwork to make this happen. And so we have 3 dentists, and there is no kind of cutthroat mentality. There's collaboration. There's,
like
hey, you know what? You take this, and what goes around comes around. And if our focus is on let's do what's best for the patient, we all kind of elevate, and we all do better, both financially, professionally, and honestly with fulfillment and happiness. We just really enjoy it. And that's what we're looking for. Someone that can fit into our group, and that kind of rings their bell.
Love that. I mean, I love that concept. We have a saying in my office: patient in the office is the most important. That's who we're working for. They say my team, these are our true bosses in the, friendly way of bosses. So I love that concept. So I tell dentists when they're looking for jobs, Scott, if you want to apply for this amazing position, they were the last associate made over $500,000 a year. Just text job to 215-798-9897. I talk about the 5 questions to ask on a job interview. Okay. Why is the office looking for an associate? You shared you're replacing an associate that was with you for 3 years. What is the associate going to be doing procedure-wise? We talked about bread and butter dentistry plus surgical skills. Where is this job? Where is the job? Tell us a little bit about the area and what fun things there might be to do. If, let's say, someone moves across the country, says, I'm in, Scott, I'm going to do this, and dentists do this, but I have to have a life outside of the operatory. So where's the job? And what fun things are there to do?
So the job is along the Wasatch Front in Utah. So if you like skiing, mountains, anything outdoor, mountain lakes, there's a lot to do in Utah. And we are 30 minutes north of Salt Lake City and the airport. So, kind of right in the hub of everything that's going on in Utah. And if you're an outdoors person, Utah is just a mecca. I mean, There's so much fun to do. Greatest snow on earth. We pride ourselves in that. But yeah, if you like to ski, do things outdoors, Utah's a great place, and really the environment's amazing. So
that's awesome.
We love it. And if that's something that interests somebody, that, Utah could be their thing.
This is a question that I don't know if I'd be able to answer this for my own state now, Scott, but what license do you need? I mean, I took the NERBs back in the day. I know there's, do you know what license, like let's say somebody was from Florida, think I'm going to make a move. What license do you need?
Yeah, it's the Western Regional Boards, but Utah takes reciprocity, pretty much almost any board exam. And the application process for Utah, I've been licensed in 3 different states over the last 20 years. The first couple of years, I was in Ohio and then Nevada, and then I've been in Utah, which is where I was born and raised. And so Utah was the easiest state to get my dental license. They turned it around in 3 days. I got them the paperwork. 3 days later, I had my license in my hand. So really, it's making sure you have the documentation like it is for every state, but they're pretty on the ball as far as processing the paperwork.
Awesome. Love that. Well, you've shared so much with our audience. As we wrap up, I'm talking with Dr. Scott Neal in Utah with an amazing associate position where the previous associate made over $500,000 a year. Their practice focuses on family, fun, being friendly, treating patients right. But it's not easy to apply for jobs, right, Scott? I haven't had to apply for a dental job. I actually worked with my dad out of my residency. So it's a difficult thing to do, right? To put yourself out there and say, I'm going to apply to this job. Talk to the applicant and say, hey, you could reach out to me on Facebook. You could reach out to me through Dentist Job Connect. Let's have a conversation. It's kind of your 60 seconds to say, hey, this is why you should reach out to me for us to talk about this position.
Well, honestly, for me, it's making sure it's a good fit, and we have to have a conversation to do that. And so I'm totally accessible. Honestly, direct message me. That's a great way to get in contact with me. We just need to start the communication, and we're colleagues talking to colleagues,
right,
seeing if it's a good fit. And to me, that's easy. So it shouldn't be a hard thing to apply for a job in our field. It's just communicating with another colleague to see, what are the expectations? Are they in alignment? Do we think this is a good fit?
Love that, Scott. I say to young dentists or any dentist, reach out and meet people. Don't worry about wasting time. Think about the wonderful things that happen. Somebody talks to you and says, hey, maybe I can't move to Utah right now, but I learned about specialists in an office. I do that too, right? You learn something by talking to practice owners. If you're in Utah, you learn something by visiting the practice. I mean, I have people visit my practice all the time, even when we're not hiring associates. But when I had an ad out recently through my own Dentist Job Connect, I used my own invention to solve my own problem, Scott. I was like, well, Doc Brown from Back to the Future. I was thrilled to talk to people on the phone, said, come to my office, spend half a day here, see if we're the right fit for you. You'll learn something about what goes on out there. I mean, I actually believe one of the real weaknesses in our entire profession is that we don't spend enough time in each other's offices just seeing what other people do.
You know what? That's the truth. I learned so much by going to other offices and other colleagues and just seeing how they do things. Otherwise, we're living on an island. Right. And I think we've got the best profession. We really do. And somehow through the education process, we almost have this scarcity mentality. And if we can break through that and realize all of us are just trying to help patients, there's plenty of dentistry to go around. It does not have to be dog eat dog in any way, shape, or form. We can learn a lot from each other and elevate each other. And I'm open to visiting with anybody.
Love that, Scott. Well, reach out to us at dentistjobconnect.com to get connected with this job. You can text job to 215-798-9897. Scott, thanks so much for supporting us, for being on our Facebook group, and we're going to get you some applicants for this awesome position.
Sounds great. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate all you do.